Alright, I just got this in the mail, and I'm going to give you the first look, and I think it might even be the first one of the ZNA. I wish I had one of those buffers. But I don't. Alright, so this is what I got. I got the carrying case, and it does come with a thing on the back that says ZNA by Zen, not made in China. And I have number 65, which makes sense because, let me take this battery out and show you. When you put a battery in and tighten it, it gives you your serial number. That's I'm sorry it's so blurry, but it says Zen ZNA 65. So your chip is serialized also, which I think is awesome. When I turned it on, I didn't really realize it. Then I seen this, and it dawned on me. So you get the little collector case, I guess you could call it, kind of like a crayon box. And you get this. And I got the standard one. I was one of the lucky few that did get one. And it does go to 30 watts. I've been playing with this for a couple minutes now. And the button has a very, very, very short throw. If you touch it, it fires. Very, very easily. The up and down buttons sit flush with the top of it. So they are kind of a pain in the ass to push. But on the other hand, if it's in your pocket or something like that, you're not going to have that issue of the buttons pushing, because I have a case for my Hannah Mini, and every time I put it in my little cup holder, mod holder, it does hit the buttons. And it is kind of a pain to hit this button, and it seems like you kind of have to hit it right. But, you know, it does everything the other one did, the 20, so I'm not really going to go into the chip, aside from it has a little higher amp rating, I think, and it, yeah, the amp rating, and obviously it goes to 30 watts. The back of there's also a serial number. You take the tube off, and as everybody knows, all these tubes they're Z2 compatible, so it will go with any Z2 tube or aftermarket Z2 tube. It also has 2 holographic stickers. This one says Zen by ZNA 65, not made in China again, and another Zen just has the Zen logo on the top of it. And if these stickers are peeled off, they will like stick to it, so you can tell if they're removed. And anybody tries to clone this whatsoever and use a real Zen sticker, you're screwed. So here's your DNA, you know, top cap comes off. I'm not quite sure if this pin is adjustable. I do need to find out, because, and it's a hex head, which I hate. Let me look at the box and see if there's a... You hear me? No. There's not a hex driver in there, so I will have to find one to find out if the pin is, it's, you know, obviously it's adjustable, it can be moved, but there is a copper contact right there, and I'm going to push down on it right now and check and see if it moves, and it does not. So I think you're going to have to use anything that you can adjust the pin on your atomizer to do this. This top cap is very tight to turn. But you know, I've been excited for this since I got it. Like I said, I was one of the lucky few that actually got one. They had some battery fitment issues. And another thing I was slightly disappointed in is, I don't know if it's going to pick this up or not, But there's a couple machine marks right here, and there's also some on this side. Actually, there's some on both sides, and it might be from the coat, yeah, the Zen coat they put on this, which I'm probably going to take off anyway on the sides and the button, to have it match the tube, because I like the stainless tube. It's made out of all stainless steel. You know, obviously a 30-watt device, you can really pump some power through it. But these buttons, you know, you kind of got to use your fingernail to get to them. Let me drop this down and put an atomizer on it. Let me see what I have sitting around here. Alright, we use my Hellfire looking job, because it's pretty flush. Now, see, I think that's going to be a definite issue for me. I'm going to have to take that pin out and screw it down, because if not, nothing's going to fit on here right. Like I said, this top cap is very, very, very tight. I'm not quite sure if, like, that copper piece is supposed to be, it's kind of bent. You can see where there's a gap there. So it's kind of pushed down a little bit. You know, it's a little bothersome that, you know, it was $280 and my atomizers won't sit flush on it. I don't like that. I don't like that. And I don't like the fact that this is so weird to screw in. There's a couple threads that are off, I guess. And now the top cap's not even going to sit down flush. Nope. Yeah, I think there's going to be a little fiddling with this to get it to do exactly what I want to do. But is that a big issue for me? No, it's not. I sand down pins all the time. I fix mods to the way I like them. This is I don't even know if this is going to fire. Yes, it will. Okay, this is a 0.4 ohm dual coil. Where the hell is the button? You can't see that, but it is 0.4 ohm, and it's firing it. My up button. Oh, there it goes. The buttons are a little bit of a pain. But I guess to get the form factor of this, there we go. Alright, 23.8 watts. Puts it at 3.5 volts. Don't even know what the hell I have in here. Oh, this is a single coil build. But once I get that thing sanded down a little bit, you know, it's got to move down maybe 2 millimeters, something like that. I'm going to try to shave that off. But, you know, it's the size of my hand. Here's a Podiac. Alright, just about the same size as a 500 Podiac. So, you know, it is a little bigger, but, you know, with the design of it, I think it's amazing. Like, aside from the little bit of, you know, machine marks, and it's kind of right up on this ledge in that one place. You know, I really don't have any issues. But again, for $300, for almost $300, it should be perfect. You can see machine marks on the button as well, and the up and down buttons are a little fiddly. But aside from that, it's working great. It looks nice. Once again, you know, I have that gap that bothers me. But this is my first look. Hopefully I'll get back to doing another one of these, but I was so excited I want to get it up there and, you know, hopefully be the first one to actually review one of these. But, you know, the DNA chip's a DNA chip. It goes up to 30 watts this time, and it has a little higher amp rating. So I can shoot, I'm pretty sure it said 0.3 volts or 0.3 ohms it'll fire. So, You know, I'm a 0.4 guy when I do drippers. Kind of always lands in that area. So this will definitely work out for me. Size factor's awesome. You know, here's the D's nuts thing. It's pretty much exactly the same size as this box. If you have one of those, same height. Width is a lot smaller. Obviously, it's just the width is the size of the Z2 tubes. Awesome device, man. Aside from the little knickknacks, if you're going to be picky, you're going to be picky. But you know, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to bitch and send it back and tell them they need to do this and do that unless there's an actual issue with the chip or whatever else it is. But you know, I will sand down the pin and figure out why or if that's adjustable, because I do not like gaps, and that's what I got. So I'm gonna go get the grinder out and get the Dremel out and push that down a little further and see if that works, or try to back it out and see if it'll go down in the thing a little more. But aside from that, man, kudos. This thing is awesome. You know, I don't think you could ask for a smaller or, you know, more powerful device and wrapped up with a 18500 battery. So that's all I got on it.